What's up, witches? What's up? Oh shit, there's 13 of y'all in here already. What's up, guys? What's going on? What's up, witches? Hi, look at me like almost on time. What's up? Hi, I see some of you guys are already saying hi to everybody. What's up, Joey? Hi, Amy. Hi, Anthony. Hi, Eddie. Oh, Eddie. Thank you. Coming in hot. Just started. Thank you so much. Eddie just dropped a super chat, and I very much appreciate it. A very generous one. Thank you so much. For those of you who don't know the super chats, if you ever feel moved to leave one, you don't have to, but if you ever feel moved to leave one, I use them to make my little blessing bags. They're brown paper bags with granola bars, fruit snacks, and water. And I give them to people in my neighborhood when they are in need, asking for money or hungry, etc. So that's what I use those for. So thank you guys so much. Oh shit! Woo! Thank you, Amy. Thank you. Another super chat. I appreciate that, you guys. Wow, I'm gonna have to. I might be able to upgrade my bags now, because I said the next thing I want to do is I want to start including toiletries. This was actually my husband's idea, to get like just those little like to-go packs of toiletries. You know, it's like a little toothbrush, toothpaste thing, to put in the bags as well, because people in need, you know, they need food obviously, but they also need like just basic items. So yeah, wow, thank you guys. I might be able to upgrade sooner than I thought. Thank you. So what's up, folks? Hi, I'm Allie, also known as BronxWitch. This is the live weekly tarot reading for the collective. We come together every Monday at 7 o'clock now on YouTube to pull cards from Oracle, Tarot, various other decks in order to give us an idea of what we can expect from the energies for the week. If you are new here, I'll give you a little rundown of how we do things. Usually we do a lot of talking in the beginning. It's a lot of running our mouths and catching up with each other. We are a growing community, and there are a lot of familiar faces and people who've been here for a while. So as you can probably already see, people are saying hi to everybody in the comments. People who know each other are saying what's up to each other. Yeah, Josie's got a new name, you guys. So if you guys are looking for Josie, she is now Aries goddess of fire. So we check in with everybody. The majority of people in the group are members. You guys have signed up to be members with me. I'm so appreciative of that. And a lot of you have already attended our first, which is a color support group meeting, which happened a couple weeks ago, and that was fantastic. And if you guys are members for the month of July, then some of you are getting ready to attend the first book club meeting on the 24th. So exciting stuff. What's up? Hi, Divination Witch. Hi, Betsy. Usually we get to know each other. We talk to each other. Then we move on to astrology. We talk a little bit about what's going on in the cosmos, because as above, so below. And then we get into the reading. Oh, thank you, Lou. You guys are on a roll today with the super chats. Thank you so much. 2222. I love that. What a great vibe. Thank you, Lou. I appreciate that. I am definitely going to be able to upgrade my next round of bags, you guys. This is awesome. I just made the next 6. I make them in batches of 6 because for some reason, like fruit snacks and granola bars and all those things come in like 6 packs. So I make like 6 bags at a time. So for my next 6, I'm definitely going to be able to add, I think, the toiletry packs to the bag. So thank you guys so much. Joey says, I tried to upgrade for the book club, but couldn't figure it out. Ask Josie how she did it, because Josie upgraded last month. So I know Josie upgraded. Somebody else upgraded too. But I know Josie upgraded. So Joey, if you're able to link up with Josie in the comments, Goddess Fire, she might be able to help you. Aries Goddess of Fire, she may be able to tell you how she did it. So I've never tried to upgrade, so I'm not sure how that goes. I'm sorry. I am still learning the technical stuff of the YouTubes. Yeah, Lady Leo, the vibes here are awesome. Yeah, they do come in 6, right? I don't know what that is. Granola bars, raisin packs, they all come in like 6, 12, whatever. So I've been making the bag 6 at a time. So thank you guys so much for that. The next 6, I'll be able to add something else to it. So I appreciate you guys so much. Yay, thank you. I'll get into the announcements. First of all, my shop, the BronxWitch Bodega, is open. I have the book for months now, but need better help understanding it. Which book? Our book, the one we're reading? Maybe the one we're reading? Betsy Brown says very quickly, in my order of tea came in this past week and it was absolutely amazing. I ordered Woke Up Like This. It's my all-time favorite. Little gifts you sent. Oh, you're so welcome. I'm glad you liked it. Yes, we're getting started with the book. So let me do announcements. Let me let you guys know because there's some membership stuff I'll go over. First, the shop, my little shop, BronxWitch Bodega is open, reopened on Saturday. Every month, I reopen the shop on the first Saturday of the month at 12 noon because the week before that, I shut down the shop so I can remake everything. The theme in the shop is ease. So I've just been putting out new things that I think will make things a lot more convenient for you guys. The herbal smokes are now available in single rolls. So if you've ever asked me, can I mix and match my flavors, or can I just try one flavor and that hasn't been available in the past, now it is available. So you can just get a single roll of a smoke blend, which people are pretty excited about because like that's what all the orders were for this weekend. And for those of you who were saying that it would be helpful if I had the yoni seats, the seat that you put on your toilet so that you can do your yoni steams a lot easier, I went ahead and got those. So those are now available in the shop for you guys. So if you are, especially if you are planning on reading Sacred Woman with us with the book club and you want to do some of the womb healing exercises like womb steaming, and you don't have a yoni box like I do, then the steam seats are a really nice, easy, portable, plastic way to have your steam right in the bathroom. Easy peasy. So I listed those for you guys. And yeah, that should make things a little bit easier for your yoni steaming. And then all teas have been restocked. So I know some teas were running low. I was waiting on some herbs, but all of your favorite teas are restocked. So handle up on that tea. The membership stuff that people are talking about, in case you are like, what is everybody talking about? Why are people in the comments green? What are these badges? I decided to take advantage of YouTube's new feature of memberships, and you can become a member to this channel. There's 3 different tiers of membership. And you get a whole bunch of different perks with your membership, but you also get access to 2 groups that we've started to try to help this community grow more. We have the Witches of Color support group, which is for BIPOC witches. So if you identify as Black or Indigenous or a person of color, and you also identify as a witch and you would like to find community, then the support group might be something you'd be interested in. And if you just want to read witchy books with other people who are interested in that kind of thing, then you might like the book club. And we have started with our first book. July 1st, we started Sacred Woman by Queen Afua, and we're going to be reading that for the next 2 months, and we'll have meetings at the end of each month to talk about it. So the first meeting is coming up on July 24th at 1 p.m. Eastern on Zoom. So it'll be interactive. You guys will be able to actually talk about the book and all of that stuff. Yay! Welcome, Lou. Woo, 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 woo. Lou just became a supporter. Thank you. So, Lou, you are just like touching my heart with all of this support right now. Supporters are a big deal to me. Supporter level is the entry level membership. It's only $2.99 a month. You get custom badges, you get custom emojis, and you get a pretty hefty discount to my shop every single month. But supporters do not get like exclusive videos or access to the book club or any of that stuff. Supporters membership fees are used specifically for providing coverage or scholarship, I guess you could call it, to witches of color who would like to be a part of the support group but can't financially become a member. So I'm really happy to say that we have our first scholarship recipient. So we have a person of color who identifies as a witch who is in need of community but is experiencing financial hardships. They have been covered for the next 2 months. So they got last month and this month covered for the support group meeting. So thank you very much to my supporters. You guys specifically made that possible. So I thank you for them, for those people. So shout out to you guys. Memberships are open. If you want to be a member for the month of July, you can join at any time. Hey, Anthony, what's up? Oh, some of you guys, your badges are orange. As you are members for longer and longer, your badges change. I got to choose the badges, and of course, I made them chakra colors. So we started off with the root, that was the red badge, and next is the orange, next is the yellow, etc. And I see a bunch of you are already orange badgers, so shout out to you guys. Yeah, so that's like kind of membership. I did a few videos and some lives with more details, so I won't talk your ears off about membership. You can go back in this channel and watch any of those videos, and I'll try to remember to link it somewhere around here as well. But definitely go on the page and just look for the membership videos. I talk in detail about everything that's included, how to sign up, all that good stuff. And if you have personal questions, you can probably ask the members who are in the comments, their experiences, whether they like it, all of that good stuff. I just posted today a discussion post for the seekers. So if you are a seeker level member and you didn't see that, I posted a discussion topic for us for the week. So something for us to talk about, things to share about your experience as you get started in the book. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to go live, probably with just the friends and seekers at the end of the week, probably like around Thursday, in order to answer your questions about the book. Because I realize some of you might be a little bit confused about, how many days are you supposed to spend doing this and that, and why are there so many altars, and what is this all about? So if you're a little confused about how to actually go through the book and use the book and all that stuff, I'm going to go live so we can talk about how to use the book and, where you're at and all that good stuff. So that is the membership stuff. And wait, congrats. What's going on? Oh, yay! Betty Boop says that she's a single mom, and this Saturday, her only child, son, got engaged to a wonderful young lady. It was so nice to have something to celebrate. Congratulations! That is so exciting. Yeah, Lou, yeah, definitely. No rush, decide if it's right for you. We are reading Sacred Woman, which is a book that is all about womb healing. So certainly the book club is open to absolutely everybody, but you might want to, be aware of that, that the first 2 months, July and August, we will be reading a book that focuses completely on healing your womb physically from things like endometriosis, cramping, physical trauma, and healing your womb from emotional and spiritual trauma, and doing that specifically through the lens of African traditional practices. So, that may not be for everyone. That is the book that was voted on by people who are already members. So if that is not your cup of tea, totally cool. You can always wait to upgrade to the seeker level in September when we read the next book. In August, everybody will have the opportunity to vote on the next book. Everybody who's a member will have the opportunity to vote on the book that we start in September. So if you do want to be a part of those votes, then I would say join in August. But if you don't mind not being a part of the vote and you just want to start reading the next book, we'll be starting reading the next book in September. July and August will be dedicated to reading Sacred Woman. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. And for the members, seekers, and friends, I'll go live later this week to talk more about the book specifically, how to set up your altar, what meditations you're doing, and all that good stuff. Betty Boop also just got Temple of the Bone. So many things to read. I know. I have found that book to be very useful so far. So I've liked that. Yeah. All right. What else in terms of announcements? Just want to remind you guys to sign up for the mailing list if you aren't already. Most of you are already on it. But if you haven't joined the mailing list yet, I definitely recommend it, only because all of this stuff that I talk about, like the shop being updated or membership stuff or when I'm going live again or things like that, all of that I send first and foremost to everybody on the mailing list. So I do try to make Instagram posts. I try to make, YouTube community tab posts, but every once in a while I don't remember or it's too last minute or something. Mailing list members, though, know pretty much about everything at the beginning of the month because I just send out one email at the beginning of the month, and I might send out a second if something comes along or like I'm, doing something that you guys might want to participate in. But otherwise, at the beginning of the month, I send out an email and it has all this stuff, all the links, all that. So if you ever feel like it's overwhelming, it's way too much to keep track of, being on the mailing list definitely makes it a lot easier. Hey, Key, welcome to Seeker. Welcome. Yay. I'm excited. So if you haven't already gotten your copy of Sacred Woman, if you're just joining now, the Seeker level, no worries. No rush. We will be reading the book for these 2 months, but take your time, go at your pace. If you do want to get the book, you can get it from my storefront, my Amazon storefront. It's only $11.99 right now, and you can get it in like 2 days shipping. So you can click the description box, or you can just go to bronxwitch.com and click on discounts. And on the discount page, it's links to everything I have discount codes for, and it's links to my Amazon storefront and stuff like that. So grab yourself a copy of Sacred Woman, jump in wherever you can, tune into the lives and tune into the Zoom at the end of the month to discuss. All right, and discuss on the community tab, because I already put up a post on the community tab for people to talk about what it's been like for the first few days and stuff. All right. And I want to say hi to everybody who is in here. There are 31, 33 of you. Definitely take a second to click the thumbs up and like this video. I so appreciate that. I know likes probably seem kind of like random, as it's like, who cares about likes? But the only reason why they matter, especially with these videos, is it just helps me to know whether or not this format works for people and if you guys really like it. Because I can see when you tune in, but I don't necessarily know how you feel about it. If you like this format, if you like getting your readings this way, if you like this time that we spend together. So clicking a like, even if you've done it before, that helps me to know that people are still like into it. So. Oh, and Josie said, I just found out today I'm going to be another great grandmother. This would be great grandchild number 25. Oh my Lord. Congratulations. Wow. That's a lot of little grandkids to take care of. That's amazing. Somebody's getting old and it's not you. You don't have time for that. That's for sure. You don't have time for that. So stay with it. But that's really beautiful. Congratulations to you and your family. That's awesome. What else? So that's mailing list. Get on the mailing list, folks. It's a good idea. Another reason why it's a good idea to get on the mailing list is because if you do, you're automatically entered into any giveaway I do. Because rather than doing the tag your friend, comment below, I'm like, that gets messy and crazy, and then people can enter 20,000 times and it doesn't seem fair. So the way I think I'll probably do all of my giveaways is everybody who's on the mailing list is entered to win. And if you want to enter to win a giveaway and you're not on the mailing list, then you can join. And then I select from the mailing list mailers. I think that keeps it fair and not so crazy. So we selected a winner. Whiskey Stevens won, which was so cool for me because I've actually gotten to interact with her, in real life. So that was really cool. And I'm waiting to hear back on acceptance of the prize. There is a runner-up that I selected just in case. So in the event that I don't hear back from the winner, then the runner-up will get an email from me. So still have a chance. Still have a chance. Thank you, Joey. Yeah, thank you. I know people don't typically get excited about being on a mailing list. But I like to think that the mailing list is not spammy. It's just the most important info. Just makes it a little bit easier, I think. So what else? I feel like there was something else I was about to tell you guys and then I forgot. It'll come to me maybe. While I'm thinking about it, I'm going to show you guys something that I got. Thank you, Eddie. Yeah, I tried to make it easy. I put it like everywhere. There's like, if you go to bronxwitch.com, there's a pop-up. There's a link on the membership page. There's a link in my bio. I put it everywhere. I try to make it easy. You just drop your email, boom, you're signed up. You'll automatically get a welcome email with some information in it. And then every month you'll get like the mailer and whatnot. Oh, I remember. If you are just coming in, then you probably don't know what that poll at the top of the comments is. All of the regulars know what it is. But at the end of the reading, after we've pulled from our regular go-to decks, we like to pull a card from what I call a support deck. So it's not like a traditional tarot deck. It has a different type of an energy, but it's something that we can use to help us help support us through the week. So whether it's an herb or a flower or an archetype to help us get in touch with ourselves, do some shadow work, a spell, a ritual that we can do. We have a few pretty cool decks that we've collected over this year together, and you can select from those 4 decks what card will pull as a support card. And I like to shout out to Mariah, who taught us about the poll feature. So now that we have it, I try to put it up in the beginning so that as we pull cards, you can get a feeling for what you feel like is most needed, for you. Hey, Mariah. Mariah is sipping on Basic Bish, one of my teas. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. I am a big fan of Basic Bish, one of my favorite teas. And one of my first teas is Basic Bish. And her name, what was her name? So you guys know how all my stuff has starter names, like names I call them, and then they get renamed when they go into the shop and they get all prettied up and all that stuff. Like Not Today Satan used to be Calm Down All Around. I'm trying to remember what Basic Bish was called originally. I can't remember, but she had not so exciting of a name. But Basic Bish. Yeah, oh, I'm glad you guys. Shout out to Basic Bish. She's not a very razzle dazzle blend. Very simple, some nettle, some lemon balm, very straightforward. But really gets the job done. I like to actually make her into infusions, get all of that nettle, mineral, vitamin goodness. Very, very nourishing, like a multivitamin. Oh no, Eddie, yeah, I had the same issue with the quarantine and with us starting to order, more and more stuff to the apartment. I had a couple of packages grow feet and somehow walk away. And so I also got a P.O. box. Yep. I had to break down and do it. I was thinking about it in 2019 and I was like, I don't know. It's quite an expense. But then quarantine came and packages started to disappear. And I was like, no, this is ridiculous. So I got a P.O. box for that reason. So yeah, it's annoying, but it's better than having to worry about where your packages are and all of that stuff. Acme Sagittarius is about $32. I had to get a much bigger box because I use mine for business too. So mine was not 32, but hopefully it won't be too bad. But I wanted to show you guys something really cool because I'm going to be dropping a flip through and review video this week. But, I like to give you guys previews because you're like my homies. But check out these cards that I got from Michael Richmond at Shining Moon Studios. He makes all these really cool tarot-based art projects. Like he cuts out the tarot, so it's just the image with no background. And he has stamps, like rubber stamps that he's hand carved to reflect the tarot images that he uses and stuff really cool artist using tarot stuff. This is probably backwards, but it's Shining Moon Studios, and his latest project is the Witch's Alphabet Oracle cards, and Michael Richmond is the artist. And they're just so cool because some of you might be familiar with Theban. It's called the Witch's Alphabet. It's an alphabet that came around in like the 1500s or whatever, and people said it was older than that, and of course I don't think it is, but it's like at least like 1500s or whatever. It's called the Witch's Alphabet, and it's pretty popular with Wiccans. I don't really see many other witches ever use it, but I like it. And when I was younger, I used to try to like keep my magical journals in it or whatever, but I never really stuck with it. And I was like, I really like the idea of like writing some things in a secret language or whatever. So this is Theban. That's how that is for the letter T. And then this is TEA or whatever. But he made this deck of, they're basically like flashcards to teach you Theban so you can learn the alphabet. That's B for Besom. I don't know if you can see that good. And so, yeah, so you can learn Theban, but then he also made them like an oracle deck. So each of the images that is on the cards corresponds to a meaning. So then he has lists of meanings for the images or what have you. So you can use it as an oracle deck. He has spreads, and you can use it. No worry, Tater Tots, never late. Welcome, welcome. We're chitting and chatting, So he's got recommendations for spreads that you can use, and you can basically read them like Lenormand. Does anybody know how to say that freaking word? I can never say it. That type of tarot, that's like complicated with the pips or whatever. Yeah. Anyway, he shows you how you can use a spread that's like that in order to use this to give yourself a full reading. Isn't that cool? Isn't that nifty and clever? I like that. Also, I like that his business card says tarot and witchy shit. Can you see that? I got too many lights going on. His card says tarot and witchy shit, which I think is pretty cool. But anywho, I'm going to drop a flip through and review so you can see the whole deck this week, but I just wanted to show it to you guys now. I don't know if it's going to become a part of the lives. Maybe I'll throw it on the list as a support deck, but we'll see. We shall see. And yeah, that's pretty much it for announcements for me and for you guys. A lot Tater Tots, you just got here, but we've got a lot of stuff going on. Josie's becoming a great grandma for the 25th time. We've got people's got engagements going on. So lots to catch up on. Betty, who had it? Yeah, Betty Boop. Son got engaged, so we've got a lot of stuff going on. You like that? Yeah, the Theban, that's kind of cool, right? Oh, you did? Oh, thank you. Thank you. Oh, congratulations, Divination Witch. Divination Witch is getting married this month. Holla back. It's so weird. I wonder if that came. I feel like that came up in the readings. But thank you for saying that, Mariah. I did something a little bit different for the members this month. Members, non-members, you guys get a monthly tarot video. Usually it's a pick a card, but for the members, I try to do different things. And last month was Zodiac. This month I wanted to do love, money, and success. So there's 3 videos just for members with readings for love, money, and success. So yeah, congrats. Congrats to everybody with the great news. And thanks for sharing it with this group, So what's everybody sipping on? What are we sipping on? If you're just coming into the room, I usually recommend people get themselves a drink, a snack, or something like that because we are here for a while usually. We're already 30 minutes in and we haven't even gotten to astrology. So as you can see, we can be here for a while. If you have somewhere to be, hasta luego. I try to save these videos and you should be able to come back to it. I am drinking alfalfa infusion. Nothing exciting because I already exchanged all the alfalfa out. But I'm doing alfalfa infusion in honor of Sacred Woman that we are reading in the book club. She talks about the importance of chlorophyll and how useful chlorophyll is to the body. And I don't have any like chlorophyll extract, but alfalfa is a great source of chlorophyll. It's got a ton of vitamins and nutrients. It's a nutritive herb, very similar to nettles. So it's a great herb to consume daily if you want. And it has a high amount of chlorophyll in it. So I was like, oh, I don't have any chlorophyll, but I do have alfalfa. So I'm going to probably be doing alfalfa infusions all week long to up my chlorophyll levels. So that's what I am drinking. And yes, Mariah is moving this weekend. Josie's having lemon and water, classic. Positive energy tea from Katrina. What's in that? Anthony's having red clover tea. Very good. Keep that blood flowing. Portia says congratulations. Yeah, I'm so excited for you, Mariah. Straight up decaf coffee. No fancy tea today. I feel you. But decaf, though, I could never get behind it. I never could. Josie is sipping on some Taylor Port. Well, aren't you fancy? I like it. Lady Leo's got some orange juice, but no vodka. Dang. Dang. Let's see. Mariah put you on. Oh, Mariah got me a bottle last night after I put her onto it as a gift. Oh, nice. I love it. You guys are sharing. Acme, you love tawny port. Okay, what? You guys, that is so crazy. You guys are over here drinking port wine, like for real, for real. I love it. Somebody tell me they're sipping on some sherry out of a sherry glass, and I'll be like, are you Frasier? I love that. Yes, it is cheap, strong wine. That's right. So I used to bartend. I bartended for 15 years. And that is one of those things that people don't realize. Two things you want to know. If you drink cognac, first of all, don't waste your time. You're wasting your money. Cognac is nothing but brandy made in France. So if you like cognac, then that means you like brandy. And 9 times out of 10, the brandy on the shelf is half the price. Get the brandy. It's the same shit, made at a different address. Okay? Port. That's another secret. Port, dessert wines. Handle up on that. The alcohol percentage by volume is twice that of regular wine. That shit'll fuck you up. That's why they serve it in a tiny little glass. So if you are trying to get the best bang for your buck on the wine end, start exploring sherries and ports and dessert wines. Sparkling blue nun with gold flecks. What is? I don't even know what that is. Yes, Mariah, buy some E&J and sit down. People are so crazy spending all that money on Hennessy and Remy and all that stuff. Get you some Paul Masson, okay? Get you some E&J, some Paul Masson, and you'll be good, okay? You spend half the price, still get just as lit, okay? Lady Leo is a sake drinker. Ooh, how exotic. I was always very impressed with the sake bartenders, you know, very much like being a wine, a wine house bartender, really having to know a lot about your spirit. Yeah. I don't drink too much anymore, guys, but I got the tips. You know what I'm saying? When you're a bartender, you're not trying to spend a lot of money. And you're not trying to spend a bunch of money on stuff that isn't actually worth the value. And working in the industry, you get a good idea of what's actually worth the extra money and what isn't. And cognac versus brandy, definitely not worth the extra money. It's the same stuff made in a different place. So not worth it. Other things, yeah, worth it. Patron, don't do it to yourself. Not worth the price. Terrible tequila. In terms of the fancy folk that know about the making of spirit and all of that stuff, Patron, terrible. Terrible. You can get something cheaper that's way better. Thrift girl summer. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Baddie on a budget. That's right. That is so right. Can't be out here spending money on, I don't mind spending money, just not on things that are not worth their value. And so that's one of those things where it's like not worth their value, you know. And then you find out restaurant stuff too that's not worth its value, right? So like cocktail sauce, right? You get like cocktail shrimp or whatever, and you know how cocktail sauce is like kind of pricey or whatever in the stores, in the grocery stores, it costs more. Did you know that cocktail sauce is just ketchup with horseradish? Did you know that? Go get some ketchup and a jar of horseradish, and you have all the cocktail sauce in the world. That's all it is. Mm-hmm. And tartar sauce is just relish and mayo. Facts. These are facts. So, you know, you pay for stuff when you go out and it's like, no. Yes, and aioli is just mayonnaise with flavor. Yes. That's literally the definition of an aioli, is it's just flavored mayonnaise. So when you go out and they're like, oh, with a garlic aioli, a black pepper aioli, it's like, bitch, pass the mayonnaise. Thank you. That is true. It's true. So yeah, working in the industry gives you a lot of those little things where you're like, are you serious? That's all that is? Frozen drinks? Don't do it. You are drinking nothing but mix and ice. There's like that much. Don't do it. Do it if you're like hot, you're on the beach, you just want the delicious coconut goodness of a pina colada, do it. But if you're like bang for your buck, get a shot of rum, and a coconut water. Get a shot of rum and a coconut water. And you can actually afford to get yourself a nice rum. And do that instead of a pina colada, because you're paying $14 for a drink with an umbrella in it, and you are not getting $14 worth of anything. I worked at Olive Garden in college. Half the entrees are microwaved. Yes. Yeah, when you work in the hospitality industry, you get a lot of stuff. I get a headache when I do the frozen drinks. Yes, you do, because they're 90% sugar. They're just sugar. So it will, contribute to your wanting to get up on the tables and turn up and stuff like that, but it's not really because you're getting drunk. It's a lot of sugar. It's a cruel world we live in. Yes. Joey said, go to Target, get the glorious margarita cocktail wines, throw it in the blender with some ice, and you're good. Mm-hmm. I'm all about making my own cocktails at home. All about it. It's, if quarantine has taught us nothing, it should be how glorious it is to just make a good drink at home and make it exactly the way you want it, and all of that good stuff. But yeah, a lot of Olive Garden in the house. I'm shook. I worked at Burger King. I've got stories. I can imagine. Working in hospitality definitely changes your view about like going out and stuff. It makes you very particular, but it also makes you so much nicer. You can always tell as a bartender when other hospitality people are dining. They order in a timely fashion. They order all together. When they're done with their food, they bust their own plates, stack them up, So, and they, care, give some thought. I think everyone should work in hospitality for like 6 months to a year. I feel like that should be like an entry level thing that everybody does in high school, because it really teaches you a lot about people. It teaches you how to not be a douchebag when you go out to eat. It teaches you the difference between being a servant and being a server, because people confuse the two, for sure. Betty Boop says the best pina colada was in Cuba at a little stand at the side of the road. Oh, I bet. The best anything. If we're talking at a little stand on the side of the road, that's usually where you find the best stuff. Like, my husband and I don't eat meat. One big exception to that is if we are in Jamaica, we will absolutely get jerk chicken from on the side of the road, from out of the oil drum grill. Only way to have jerk, on the side of the road, cooked in an oil drum that's been cut open with pimento wood down the bottom. That vegan, whatever, I'm having the jerk chicken on the side of the road. Okay, cooked in the oil drum, yes. That is going down. It's very different when you are like in a foreign country and you get that something cooked on the side of the road. All of my rules about the things I'll eat in America and that I won't eat in America, that goes out of the window when I'm in like a small country or in an island and we're talking about people cooking their animals that they raised and killed, and that it's a whole different energy, not just from the health perspective of the lack of antibiotics or any of that stuff, but also just for the spiritual energy of eating the food that someone actually cared for from start to finish, like that. Whole different thing. Gotta have it. Joey did retail. Yeah. Oh, that's probably the other one. Retail and hospitality. But I think hospitality kind of takes it for me, because I feel like in hospitality, you also see a lot of important things like food waste and all of the environmental downsides to our restaurant industry and our need to eat out. I think it helps you be a better person to work in hospitality, honestly. Same when I go back home to Hawaii. Ooh, huli huli chicken. I don't know what huli huli chicken is, but it sounds good. Huli huli chicken and shrimp on the North Shore out of the local food truck. I can already tell you that hit. I can already tell you that hit. Oh, germs go out the window. Yeah, what germs? Germs, please. No, I don't know. I think germs are maybe something that only we have in America or something. But you really, when you're in a local place amongst natives and you're doing the things that they are doing, it's a whole different. It changes your mindset about stuff. So, yeah. When I travel, which is probably maybe not the way to do things, is when you travel, maybe you should be extra careful about what you're eating. But I'm the opposite. When I travel, it's when in Rome, do as the Romans do. What do y'all eat? What do y'all eat? And how do you eat it? You eat it with your hands? Then we eat with our hands today. I really like experiencing that part. And also respect, yes. Also respect. Y'all ain't never going to see me on the news with one of these little always be going to foreign countries and getting arrested and tied up and kidnapped and stuff. Not me. No, not me. If I'm in your country, I am one of the natives, honey. I'm wearing what you wear. I'm eating what you eat. Yeah, give it to me. Fine. I'm not turning my nose up at anything. I'm not saying, oh, no, I don't eat. Oh, no. I'm not trying to disrespect nobody's anything. What we eat? We eat brains here. That's what we eat today. That's what we eat today. It's not going to kill you. So I try to, we stayed in a historic neighborhood. The only Americans. Nice. I like that. I try to walk the fine line. I don't want to be ignorant and go in people's countries and just go out in the bush and but I do prefer to have an authentic experience. So when we would go to Jamaica, we would eat at the hotel, but the interesting thing is the hotel is very Americanized, the food. very like banquet hall-y, you know, in order to accommodate all the different palettes coming through and the Europeans visiting and all of that stuff. And it's like, I didn't come all the way out here to eat Hilton food. Like, no. So we go out, you know, where it's safe and we know people, at least there in Jamaica, know people and have an idea of where we can go. And we go be with the people. We go to the bars that are like the local bars. We'll be with the people. Yeah. Yes, Simone. Yeah, I do feel like it's about respect. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna go into somebody else's country and be like, oh, you gotta feed me this, or you know, that's like what's that about? So, but anywho, so that is what's going on in the announcements with everybody. That was a good kiki, guys. We got all caught up. Let's get into astrology now. And most of my people who are in here are my people, so you already know this. But if you are new here, I am not an astrologer at all. Okay, just a little tarot reading witch in the Bronx. Not an astrologer, but astrology matters to me in my life. It matters to my magical practice, but it also just shows up in my life all the time, bartending and everything like that. And so seeing how what is happening in the cosmos plays into my, you know, everyday, my life, I started paying attention to it. Not everything, you know, because it is a little bit overwhelming. It is the whole cosmos, but I do try to pay attention to what's happening with the moon, with the sun, and any like super important retrogrades or transits like that, because I see that they impact me. So it makes sense for me to pay attention. So we are still in Cancer season. We have a new moon coming up. So that means the new moon will be in Cancer, right? Because the sun and the new moon happen in the same sign, and the full moon and the sun happen in the opposite sign. So we had a full moon in Capricorn last week, and now we are moving into, or 2 weeks ago, technically, kind of. And now we're moving into the new moon in Cancer. So I love the new moon. The new moon is a harmonious time for me, because when you have the moon and the sun in the same sign, there is a sense of harmony. They sit opposite each other, you know, either side of us, the earth. And when the moon is full and it's in an opposite sign from the sun, not that like things will be difficult or whatever, but it's just said that the energies of those signs, because they're opposite, they're not necessarily super compatible. So they can lead to some, you know, discomfort or what have you in whatever area in your life that's coming up in. Whereas with the new moon is in the same sign as the sun. And so there's a lot of balance and harmony there. So I really like the new moon. The full moon is a time of high energy for me. I usually have a really hard time sleeping. And I just want to be up all night and doing a million things, which is kind of cool, but kind of not. It really throws things off for me. So my schedule can get kind of messed up around the full moon and stuff like that. The new moon, on the other hand, is very peaceful, very quiet. All I want to do is stay at home. And then we have this new moon in Cancer, which is a very homey energy anyway. So it's like very ironic that this weekend, for the first time since quarantine, I have somewhere to go Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And I'm like, really? Everything in my body wants to just lay at home all weekend long, but I have all this stuff happening. But I'm not complaining about it because it's all witchy stuff. And I'm going to try to take you guys along with me. Thursday, I'm going to Brooklyn to pick up herbs for the shop. We're picking up herbs from the Sawmill Herb Farm. We're making summer medicine. So we're going to be doing that on Thursday. And I might be going to some of the witchy shops that I haven't been to in a while. Then Friday, my bestie is having a commitment ceremony with her fiance. And they have asked me to like officiate and do a blessing for them for their ceremony, which is amazing that they asked me to do that. So I'm doing that Friday in Central Park. And then Saturday is Witch Fest USA. So if you are in the New York City area, or you can get to New York this weekend, you should try to do so, because it's Witch Fest, which didn't happen last year because of COVID, but it's back on this year. This year, it's partially online, partially in person. It's going to be online Friday and Sunday, but it's going to be in person at Astor Place on Saturday. Starting at like 9 a.m. is the Witches Pride Parade that Lady Rhea started many, many moons ago. So we march in the Witches Pride Parade. I think from the river over to Astor. I can't remember where it starts, but then Witch Fest USA happens on Astor Place. There will be vendors. I won't be a vendor this year, but maybe next year. This year, I'm just coming as a guest. There will be vendors, all your witchy favorites. There will be performances, belly dances, music performances, and there will be workshops. And I'm super excited about the workshops this year. I think Lilith Dorsey's teaching one. Starian Ravenhawk is teaching one. I think Christopher Penzak might be teaching one. Elohim Lefar is going to be there. I don't know if he's teaching a workshop or doing a vendor's table, but I think he's teaching a workshop. He's going to be there. So if you are in the New York area, come check it out. It's going to be awesome. I'm really excited. Let me make sure I bought my ticket. I think I bought my ticket, but I didn't make sure. So yeah, so it's like a very witchy weekend, even though I kind of just want to stay at home. But, so can you post the links for the online stuff? You mean like Witch Fest's online stuff? So I'm not really like involved in it or anything. I'm just going to be going to it. Probably the best thing to do is to follow the Instagram page. And I'll tell you right now. Let's see. There's Witches of New York. Follow Witches of New York too, because I think they post about it. But let me see if I just saw a post. So what page was that on? I just saw it. Okay, let's see. Charmed by Star maybe has it? No. Okay, I just saw a post recently. I can't remember who posted it, if it was Elohim or who might have posted it. Oh, wait. It's in my stories, I think I posted it. Yes. Okay, yeah. At Witch Fest USA is the page. So let me see if I can put it in the... You're going? Yes! Yes! Go! I'm going to be there on Saturday. I plan on being there all day. I'm going to be trying to do filming because if I can, then I'll be able to make a Witch Fest, like Witching in the City video for YouTube, which I haven't been able to do all quarantine. So yes. Deanne is going too. Nice. So you know what I'll probably do while I'm there? Because I do have workshops that I want to attend and I do have filming that I want to do. So I am going to be kind of like a little bit distracted in my own thing, but I would love to totally say hi to whoever is actually there. So if you don't already follow me on Instagram, because I'll probably post at some point, like I'll probably sit down somewhere and be like, hey, if anybody's here, come over to this tree and hang out with me. I'm going to be sitting at this tree for a while or something like that. So, because it's small, so it's easy to find people. Yay! That's awesome. Okay, in the description, I'm also going to put Witch Fest USA in NYC 2021, and then the Instagram page is Witch Fest USA. Boom. Okay. All right, so that is now in the description page. That should be a little bit easier. Lou found the web page. Good, good, good. Yeah, if you just follow at WitchFest USA, that can send you to all of the links with all of the details. They have a full website that breaks down all the performers, all the workshops, what's happening online, what's happening in person, all that good stuff. It might be like witchfestusa.org or something like that is the website. But you can start on the Instagram page and go from there. All right. So yeah, that's what's going on this weekend. So I'm like, all I want to do is stay at home, but it's like, no, the magic calls. I'll be witching around the city. The technical time of the new moon is on Friday at 9:17 p.m. So if you're planning your spots or planning a ritual or something of that nature, that's the exact time of the new moon. And we talk about the new moon as being a really good time to manifest things. The idea being that it's that very first sliver of light of the moon coming out of the darkest phase. And with that daily waxing of the moon, we can daily manifest something for ourselves. And as the moon grows, what we're manifesting can grow. Thank you for the reminder, Lou. Yeah, I don't think I bought my ticket, so I need to do that because I don't know if they sell out, but I need to do that because I'm like, yeah, I'm going to Witch Fest, and then I'm like, I forgot to get my ticket. So I will do that today too. Yeah, it would be so cool to see all of you guys. So I will, like I said, I'm going to be doing some stuff for myself and for like the channel and things like that. I mean, if you've seen me, just say hi, obviously. But at some point, I'll probably like sit down in between workshops and on my stories be like, hey, where are you guys? Come hang out, or I'll come to you and say hi to people. Witch Fest sounds so rad. Yeah, this is technically my first Witch Fest. Usually I make sure to show my face every year at Pagan Pride, which is also run by Star Ann Ravenhawk. Star Ann Ravenhawk is pretty dope. She is the elder high priestess of the Wiccan Family Temple, which is a Wiccan congregation here in the city. They come together for new moons and full moons and Sabbats, and they throw a couple of events that have been going on for 10 plus years. She has Pagan Pride. There is the Witches Masquerade Ball on Samhain, which I'm like so excited. I was so bummed that COVID like took it out last year. I hope it comes back for this year. That would be a lot of fun, you know. So there's a Witches Masquerade Ball that's been going on for like 14 years for Samhain. Yeah, since I was a much younger witch. And it's pretty cool now thinking that like next year I might actually have a table at Witch Fest, which is cool. But it's great. Pagan Pride is cool. Pagan Pride doesn't have workshops. Pagan Pride is more just like a hangout sesh. There's vendors, there's belly dancers, there's performances, there's like a group which ritual dance at the end. That's more just sort of like shouting out all the vendors. Witch Fest USA is a combination of like vendors and workshops. So yeah, of course. I'm going to be, you know, like now that COVID is loosening up or what have you, I will be, you know, doing more stuff, more witchy stuff. And I will definitely share as many, you know, it with you guys. And if you're in the area and can come, you know, come link up. I'm kind of getting my feet wet with the whole like internet meeting people thing. I love the idea of meeting up with people at like witchy events and stuff like that. I have had a few people like message me privately about like just hanging out with them. And I haven't jumped on that just yet. Just, you know, bear with me. The internet came along when I was later in life. Like, you know, AIM wasn't a thing until I was like in high school. So I didn't grow up with, you know, the first time you meet a person being online and that kind of thing. And I know that, you know, that some people, especially like younger folks, are a lot more used to the idea of just like reaching out to somebody they never met on the internet and being like, hey, let's meet up, let's go do that. And I have nothing against that whatsoever. I just don't think it's right for me. So if you have ever messaged me and have been like, hey, let's get a coffee, and I didn't respond, that's why. I do want to meet other witches at witchy events and stuff like that, but I'd like to take my time on like, individual meetups with folks. And it's not to pass judgment on anyone. I'm sure absolutely everyone is fantastic, and I don't even know why people would want to meet up and have coffee with me. I'm absolutely honored and blown away that somebody would want to get to know me or befriend me just from what they see on the internet and all that stuff. So I do not judge it in any way. I just don't know that it's right for me. It just gives me a lot of anxiety. It doesn't make me feel super comfortable yet. So yeah, I'm doing that first. But yeah, now that things are opening up and there are events that aren't just online anymore and I can start going to stuff, I will definitely be letting you guys know ahead of time when stuff is happening. I'll be trying to film it all for Witching in the City videos. But even before I film it, I'll try to let you guys know so that, even not to see me, but just because it can be hard to find witchy events. And somebody said, I hope they bring it to DC. I don't think that they have Witch Fest in DC, but definitely follow Madre Agua, Grecia. I'm going to tag her Instagram in the comments for you. Thank you, Mariah. Thank you. Madre Agua Grecia does events called Witches and Wine. She's done New York, DC, Miami, maybe Vegas. So she was talking about Vegas. So definitely follow her because she does a Witches and Wine DC event. And I went to 2 of her Witches and Wines in New York. That's how I met her. That's how I met a lot of witches. And that's really how BronxWitch got started. So definitely a great event to attend. For sure. All right. Yeah, group meetups will be really cool too. I'm just seeing this comment up here. Amethyst Moon. Group meetups will be safer. Yeah. And people can be weird off the internet. Yeah, thank you guys for understanding. Yeah, same, Lou. I like that too. It's nice running into people that you see, from time to time, like at other events and things like that. And I will get to the point where I am more comfortable, with like just meeting people maybe outside of formal events and things like that. But for now, I feel comfortable letting people know about witchy events in the city and if I'm going to be there, and so we can link up at those things. And as time goes on, I'll figure out a way to make myself more available to people, whether it's one-on-one or what have you. So that will come. So I appreciate you guys understanding. You were just here 2 weeks ago. Yes, they are really fun. But the great news is, like I said, Witch Fest USA, because of the pandemic, last year they had to go digital. So now it's even better, really, because now the event is partially online, partially in person. So now even more people can participate and attend the workshops and all that stuff, Yeah, Divination Witch. Yeah, it's like, I have people like, hey, I'm coming to New York, I want to meet you. And I'm like, I don't know who you are. And it's a little bit different, I will say, like, for those of you guys who are members, every single one of you guys at this point, you've been around for a while. You've been coming to the lives, I've been talking to you. That's different. That does feel different. Like, I have people like in my DMs, which first of all, I say on my bio, I don't check my DMs, so don't DM me, send me an email. And that just tells me that you haven't even looked at anything on my page. But I don't do the DM thing, but I get people DMing me that I've never spoken to before. They've never gotten a reading from me. As far as I know, they've never gotten anything from the shop. They just found me online and, know that I'm in the Bronx or know that I'm in New York. And they're like, hey, I want to talk about witchy stuff. Let's have coffee. And I'm like, I don't know who you are. That doesn't really make me feel comfortable. And it doesn't mean that you're a bad person or that you're sketchy or that you're weird. It's just, can we get to know each other a little bit? Like, you like some stuff and I can come like your stuff. And then like, look at your things and then we can do some things and then, I'm like, can we do it that way? But people want to just come in hot, they're like, oh, I just saw your page and it's amazing. Let's go to dinner. And I'm like, what? Yes, Amy, stranger danger. I'm like, hold on. Like, you haven't even looked at my bio, so I definitely don't know. I know, yeah, people have gotten really into, oh, don't worry, I'm at this mood. Don't worry. I answer DMs sometimes. Okay, don't tell people that. I answer them sometimes. But not generally, especially because I get a lot of questions that are like about the shop and stuff like that really are like customer service questions that should be sent through the shop site, if for no other reason but just to keep it straight in my head. So I try not to be to answer the DMs for like silly, frivolous, things. If there was like an emergency or something. But I can't be all up in the DMs with like craziness. Daddy chill. It's like, what? So I'm sure some people have been like terribly offended because I haven't responded, which is like, I'm sorry. But yeah, if we've literally never spoken, you're not a member, you're not in the lives, you're not even just like in the comments or something. It's not that I need you to like be liking and commenting things. It's just that I just need to kind of feel like I know you a little bit, that's me. That's me. Very grateful that I met my husband when I was 19, because if I had to start dating now, I don't know what the hell I would do. Because if you have to just meet people on like websites and apps and stuff, oh God, it'll never happen. It'll never happen. I'm too old school, I think. But yeah, so yeah, the long and short of it is there will be more opportunities for us to like hang out in person. I'm really happy about support group, book club, memberships, all of this. This is a great way for us to get to know each other here, so we can grow into that together. You guys can get to know each other more comfortably too, because it's not just about like getting to know me. You know what I mean? Like, I made the space because it's my page or whatever, but it's not like, oh, we're here to like see Allie. Like, I'm never going to be like this celebrity tarot reader. I love that. That's not me though. So it's not even about like, oh, meeting me or what have you. I just think it's cool for all of us to like get to know each other. I love when you guys are like, oh, so-and-so got me this, or oh, so-and-so left me a message, or oh, I was just hanging out with so-and-so. Like, I really like that. I really like to see that. Especially if people like met in these comments or met here, then I'm like the godmother of your chip. Yeah, 19. I was 19. He was 26. So, and people were not Tindering then. We've met in person. I won't be in New York until July 2022. That's okay. Witch Fest. Put it on your calendar now. Witch Fest. We will definitely do Witch Fest 2022. Can you please explain the Joe card cataloging situation? Like, how does he catalog? So, Mariah is referring to a story post I posted the other day. I snapped a paparazzo picture of my husband who was helping me out and doing a witchy task for me, which was very nice. But yeah, he was cataloging my tarot cards. If you get a reading from me that involves a reading summary, or if you get an email reading from me from the shop, what you get is a PDF with a breakdown of your reading. And it has pictures of the cards and my notes and, you know, my interpretations of everything. So you have it actually all written out for you and everything like that. I use an app to do that. And for the longest time, the app just had the Rider-Waite-Smith images in it. And last year, they updated, and now you can take pictures of your actual cards and have more than one deck in the app. So if I use a different deck with a client, then I can actually send them a summary that has the pictures of the actual cards that they got, as opposed to just the Rider-Waite-Smith cards. So he is helping me. In order to do that, I have to sit there and go through each deck and take a picture of each card and upload it into the app, which is tedious. So he was helping me to take pictures of each card and upload them in order so that I can offer an even more personalized email reading to people. So, you know. Marianne is in Australia, says, I wish I could be more involved in things like WitchFest. Unfortunately, it's a bit hard to get there. Well, yeah. But WitchFest USA is going to be online Friday and Sunday, so definitely still check it out. You can still attend all of the workshops and all of that good stuff, and you can still shop the vendors and all of that. So you can still definitely attend the online workshops. You know what I mean? And I always feel like I have my Australia witches always being like, there's nothing happening for witches in Australia. But then I keep getting messages from you guys. So there's mad at y'all. Y'all need to link up. Because you are like, not kidding. You're probably the 5th or 6th person in the comments. Just this, you know, in the last few months that's like, oh, I'm from Australia. So there's plenty of witches. If you guys aren't throwing events, Marianne, maybe you got to be the one to get everybody together. People support your cataloging, babe. Nice. He said nice. Yes. All right. Okay, let's get into it. So we're going to be pulling cards for the week of July 5th through July 11th, 2021. Asking Spirit for messages to help root us, ground us, get us prepared for the week. I'll be pulling, as usual, from the Vintage Wisdom Oracle deck. So we'll have an Oracle card from there. Today, I was drawn to pull from the Key Tarot deck. And I thought, actually, I ignored someone. Someone asked me about, can they send me a hoodoo deck? I think it was when I was talking about the Theban deck. Maybe about reviewing a deck. I'm sorry, I think I missed that comment. But yes, if you ever wanted me to take a look at a deck or anything like that, you can always email me. Or you can check the description box here. My P.O. box is listed. So if you just wanted to just send something along, go right ahead. If you want to talk to me about it first, then you can just send an email, Allie@BronxWitch. So, all right. So we're pulling from the Key Tarot today, the Key Tarot, designed by Jamie Gold and Scarlett Ravenswood. I'm in this deck, so I'm slightly biased. And you get 10% off if you use my code Allie10 when you get this deck. So as we pull from it, if you love the images and you want that deck for yourself, you can just click one of the links in the description or go to bronxwitch.com and go to the discounts page, and that will help you navigate to the Key Tarot site where you can get the deck and get 10% off with Allie10. Okay. Yes, that makes a lot of sense, Marianne. It is really spread out. Melbourne's 8 hours away. Wow. Yeah, that's hard to have to be so far spread out like that. Man, but got to take advantage of this internet. Meeting up in person, obviously, you know, nothing can replace it. But in the meantime, look at this gift that we've been given. It's amazing. The fact that I can meet all of you guys when, you know, at 12 it was impossible at 14, at 15. It was impossible to find, or very difficult for me to find other witches. And so this internet has made it so much easier. If I pull my card, I will point it out. Yes, I am the World card. Okay, so I'm going to take a second to center myself, guys, because we've been all over the place. Just kind of come back to center, and I'm going to be paying less attention to the comments, so please forgive me. Not ignoring you. I just don't want to get too distracted. Okay. Okay, a few things coming through here. First of all, new moon is here with the moon in the reverse. We talk about all the time with the astrological phases, at least the moon in particular, tending to always come up in the reading. So we talk about astrology because the reading is going to show it to us anyway. That always ends up happening. So we have the new moon here. Interestingly, we have it kind of to start off the week in the Tuesday position, kind of just letting me know that like the energy of the new moon gets started early for us this week. Like it's not like you need to wait till Friday to want to manifest whatever it is that you are wanting to put your energy into with the new moon coming up at the end of the week. You're already feeling it. So like if you were planning on doing something different, or starting a new regimen. I keep hearing regimen, a new diet plan, a new whatever. This is like you feeling like you don't even want to wait until the new moon gets here. You're just like ready to rock right now. And the message coming through from Spirit in the form of the oracle is patience. So if you're feeling a little bit like, I want to start now, I want to start now, I want to start now, patience. There may be a particular reason why you are going to want to wait closer to the new moon to get started with things. It looks like the energy might be a little bit better for starting something new and going inward, during that sort of dark phase of the moon kind of thing. So patience is the message from Spirit in the form of the Oracle. And if you're new here, the Oracle card is like our guidance or our advice card. So I like to start off there before we even get into what could be coming up for you in the week. So we already know what to do about it, basically. And here we're being told patience, patience. I'm going to take a look at the guidebook for the new deck that we're working with, which are the Conjure cards by Jake Richards. We have the Jack of Clubs with the pair here. And I want to see why he chose the Jack of Clubs. And we can talk about it. And you guys, I have noticed a few of you have bought this deck. I think everybody's really loving this deck. Shout out to Jake Richards. I am really enjoying working with this deck. And it's taken me a while, to get used to the playing card thing. I'm still heavy in the guidebook, but they're just so beautiful and they're just so informative. They're very no nonsense, which I like. So here we have the Jack of Clubs foretells a dark-featured young man or woman, possibly a sibling, to dream of pairs, shows visitation of a friend, or possibly business news on the way. So you guys know I always like to read what the guidebook says, but of course I let the messages that come through about why we get this card kind of sing louder. So take from that what you will. If that description from the author makes sense to you, if a person came to mind with that description, then run with that. But what really came through for me was about news being on the way and how that lines up with the message of patience. So in terms of wanting to get started on any new projects or wanting to get heavy into whatever it is you're trying to manifest, the message here is there's more information coming to you, specifically if we're talking about matters of money, career, business, projects that could potentially be money. There's news, there's more information on the horizon, there's more info to be had. And so Spirit is saying be patient. We don't necessarily need to rush into these changes or these new things that you want to birth into being, because there's more information on the way that could be very helpful. Yeah, I did that too, actually. For some reason, I thought it was on Thursday. I keep confusing Thursday and Friday this week in my calendar for some reason. So I kind of did that too. So getting into the flow of the week, the specifics of the week. Like I said, we have that energy of focusing in a bit on our finances or financial exchanges for the week and where we are in terms of our financial relationships and our relationship to money. So I'm definitely feeling that this change of direction that you want to go down. For some of you, it might be a diet, for some of you, but for a lot of you, it's about finances. It's about budgeting, figuring out what's coming in and what's going out a lot better and getting a better grasp on that. If you're feeling delayed or you're feeling like you're behind, like, oh my gosh, I really should have been done this, or I need to, hurry up and get this done. Don't feel so overwhelmed. There actually may be a really good reason why you haven't gotten it all together just yet, or you haven't gotten started on this new budget, this new plan, this new project. There's more information for you to have. And so the universe is kind of conspiring to slow you down a little bit. So rather than being frustrated, focus on patience. Embrace that, because it might actually pay off financially for you to wait in this circumstance and see what news comes along. Definitely a feeling of news on the horizon. So the Monday card, the vibe card, we have the 9 of Swords in reverse. The Monday card, if you are new here, is less about what is going to happen today or what has happened today, and more about like setting the tone for the week, kind of what we're going to be focusing on. And this is about our worries, our anxieties, our stresses. So again, patience, patience, patience. Some of these things that aren't popping off just yet or that you haven't gotten started on, it's actually going to work out really well for you that you haven't started just yet. So try to calm that anxiety and that stress. I have a feeling that this reading is going to calm some of that anxiety and stress for people, because it's going to be the confirmation you needed that like, okay, everything is okay. Don't panic. Take your time. Let the universe kind of unfold. Let this unfold the way it's supposed to. So here's that confirmation. Let it unfold. Let yourself release some of that anxiety and stress. The delays that you are experiencing, especially the ones that almost feel serendipitous, that almost feel like some type of synchronicity, it is. Those who walk with you and all of that are doing their best to help you to be patient and to wait for whatever this news is, that's coming down the road. Okay. As we get into the nitty gritty of the week, starting with tomorrow, we have the Moon card in the reverse. And this is what I was talking about with the energy of the new moon, kind of getting started a little bit early and not waiting until Friday to start. So while you might hopefully, heed the warning and embrace patience and not rush through anything, it definitely feels like that energy of wanting to get started, that energy that the new moon is bringing is going to be there regardless. And for some of you, this is going to be career and home. And then for others, it's going to be more heavily on the Cancer side of things. So with the moon, we also have that heavy water energy and that heavy home energy. So for some of you, the new moon is about getting started on like moving, right? Specifically, we know Mariah is moving this weekend around the new moon. So for some of you, it's moving homes. For some of you, it's going to be wanting to update or improve your home. Some of you have some home improvement projects, maybe some big ones that you have been wanting to get started on and you're kind of frustrated with yourself for not getting started on. You might want to reorganize, redecorate. You might want to get rid of roommates, bring in new roommates. So the energy here is very much about the home on the other side. For some of us, it's like, it's all earth. But for some of us, it's earth like money. Like this is, I want to do something new with my finances. I want to start a new budget or start a new project. And I'm a little bit stressed because I feel like I haven't yet. For some of you, that earth is about the home. It's about, I want to do something new in my home or in my home space, have a new home space. And I might feel like I'm a little bit delayed or like I want to rush things along and finally get it, whatever it is, over with. And so that's the energy that's coming through as we get into Tuesday, spending more time focusing on that. There's nothing wrong with that as long as it's embracing the 9 of Swords in reverse and you are releasing anxiety about it. Like it's fine to be thinking about it and to be planning or to be looking forward to the new moon bringing in an energy of starting fresh, of starting new. That is all good and dandy so long as we're letting go of the worry about it. It's fine to want to like plan, explore, delve in, think about it, ponder it over. I'm hearing ruminate it over. It's all that stuff as long as it's not stress and anxiety. Okay? No stress. It's not happening. It's not, helpful. And patience for what's on the horizon is the message. So it's not going to accomplish anything. I think my husband came out, took a couple of hits, and went back in the bedroom. All right. Is that what you did? Did you come out here to take a couple hits and then go back? And are you coming back out now to take a couple more hits? Why don't you just take it in the room? We can air refresh.
I just forgot this. I took a couple.
Okay. All right. We don't smoke in the bedroom, so. But I was saying, break the rules today. Why not? Where were we? Okay, so that is in the Tuesday space. It's fine to think about it, not stress. Think, not stress. Patience is the key here. There is more information that you need to have, so stressing is not going to help. And trying to rush things is not going to help. Wait, find out what that other information is. It can be pivotal, okay? As we're moving into the heart of the week here with Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and moving into the new moon, which we also see reflected here in the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. And this might not register as new moon to you guys, but it's one of those things where it's like reader knows her cards kind of thing. So this is also new moon energy for me, specifically like dark moon into new moon, coming out of a feeling of lack of worry and concern, and into a place more of introspection and new starting over kind of energy. But I digress. That's Friday. Let's back up. Wednesday into Thursday, Six of Pentacles, Two of Cups. So this is the exchange that I was talking about that could be impacted by this news coming to you. The Two of Cups is an exchange. The Six of Cups, Six of Pentacles, an exchange. So this is the spot in the week where you're most likely to get that new information or get that news that might impact your coin, might impact your project, might impact, how you are proceeding. So that is good news. That patience doesn't last forever, and you don't have to be patient forever. It looks like this Jack of Clubs news that's on the horizon comes through. See the exchange echo through all these cards. Comes through around Wednesday, Thursday of the week. So before the new moon, you get this information that helps shine some light on either why things have been delayed or why it was that you needed to wait. And personally, this happens to me so much. I don't know if it happens to you guys. I know you guys are being respectful in the comments, which I appreciate. You're not distracting me because you know how bad it is. But if you want to respond to me, I appreciate it if you do, because I'm wondering if it happens to other people. I started to learn that when I'm trying to get something done or I'm trying to make something happen and it keeps just not happening, like I keep just not getting to it, and there doesn't seem to be like a reason why. I'm not procrastinating on purpose. I just keep other things just keep getting in the way. There always ends up being a reason for it. And I'm talking about like major delays. Like I'll be wanting to work on something for months and months and months and months. And I won't get to it. I won't get to it. And then there will be something. Something will happen. Something will change. Perfect case in point. My website. I bought the domain for BronxWitch.com like in January of this year, and didn't get to it, or maybe even before that, didn't get to it. Not because I was putting it off, not because I wasn't trying to. I kept putting it on my schedule every single week. It was in my plans. I started an outline for like what pages I was going to need and all that stuff. I really was trying to get started, but other more important things just kept coming in the way, and almost like the universe was just throwing things in my way so I couldn't work on this website. My original plan was to hire a designer. It was going to cost me like $500 on Fiverr, that website. I was going to get somebody. It was $500. So I wanted somebody who could do everything for me because I was like so intimidated by the idea of making my own website. I was so nervous about the whole e-commerce thing. Like, am I going to get people shipping right? Am I going to I'm like so overwhelmed by the idea. And my plan was to spend money that I don't really have, but, invest, find it, spend this money to have my website made and hope that it turned out the way that I wanted to and all that stuff. And somehow shit just kept coming up. Amy Lilly's saying there's always a point of, oh, that's why that didn't happen at that time. Right. So things just kept coming up, getting in the way of me working on it. And then lo and behold, a month ago, the booking site, Square, that I use for like my booking appointments and stuff, says, oh, guess what? We're giving everybody websites. If you have a Square booking site, you now, as a part of our platform, can pay more and you can have a whole website and you can put your products and all your other stuff on there too. And it's all automated with everything. So you can just click and point things and put things where you need it to be and make it look the way you want. And all that back of house e-commerce stuff is already taken care of. And it's the same platform that you already use for your booking site. So rather than spending hundreds of dollars going back and forth to try to get somebody to make a site for me that I guess would have to go back to every time I wanted to change it or whatever, just to have a site that would be separate then from my booking site, so you still would have two places to go to in order to get everything. Like, that's what could have happened if I had actually gotten my way. And instead, all of these things kept getting thrown in the way to wait. And then I wake up one day to an email that says, hey, guess what? This issue that you have? No problem, taken care of. And within a couple of weeks, I had a website. Is it as amazing as what a designer would have made? I don't know, but it's way more appropriate for me. I can afford it, kind of, a lot more than that, and I can edit it and change it. And I had to learn how to make the different things so that now I know how to change certain things, which I maybe wouldn't know if somebody else had designed it for me. You know what I'm saying? So, and I would have gotten that email and been upset. All the work, all the money. I would have been like, wait a minute, what? I don't have that. What? You know what I mean? That would have been devastating. Devastating. All the work, all the money, all the headache, to end up with a site that wouldn't have been nearly as appropriate for me as the one I've got now. That is exactly what this energy is. This is these areas in your life, whether it be about your career or about your home, where you feel like you have just had inexplicable things coming up that keep you from getting to these projects that you are genuinely putting effort into trying to work on. There is news coming about them, and you will understand much better why you needed to be patient and not rush that process. So please come back to the comments and tell me, y'all, because I'm so nosy and I really want to know. I really want to know. Wednesday, Thursday is the exchange. So definitely be on the lookout for news like an email like that. I'm glad I was paying attention. It didn't, skip it and scroll over that. So be on the lookout for news related to these issues. We have 5 of Pentacles in reverse in the Friday position here, which, like I said, for me, new moon energy. This is definitely stepping out of a previous place of lack. I always like to see this card in the reverse because it means we're moving forward. So when it comes to these projects that you have been feeling like you're lacking and you haven't been able to work on things because you don't have this, that, and the third, understanding that you not working on these things is actually for the better is going to be huge for you. Because when you see that, not only does it just make you less stressed about the situation, because it's like, oh yes, great, this is great news, this is why I needed to get this news. But beyond that, it's also kind of like faith affirming. It's reaffirming that you are being looked out for, and whatever your belief system is, whether that is that there is God, that there is your ancestors, guardians, that it's simply your higher self, and that it is your intuition that was, telling you that not to work on this, not to rush it, not to worry, whatever it is that you feel is around you and helps you to make these types of important decisions. This is like a moment of like, yes, you're with me, whatever you is. Yes. Even though I wanted to get something done and I wanted to get it done in a certain time frame, you knew, or y'all knew, or you knew, or whatever, something else was going on here, and realized that it would be much, much better for us to wait. And this helps you to trust divine timing a little bit more, and to not look at delays or inabilities to accomplish things as not having, or as lack, or as things like that. That these times when we don't have something, or we can't make something happen, might actually really be like blessings, because something better was coming, or more information was coming, or what have you. Lady Leo says, girl, you just read my life. That's what we're here for. Deanna says, it happens to me and other people I know. You just have to pay attention. Yeah, I have gotten a lot better at that, because, oh my God, I am so guilty of wanting to force situations. So guilty of that, because when I get it in my head that I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it, and I will ignore all the signs that I'm forcing something, and I'll do everything the hard way just to accomplish something, and realize, oh my God, if I had just waited, it would have been so much easier. Yes, Eddie, I know what you've been dealing with. So that, trying to force it, and it's hard because sometimes, we tell ourselves, well, I'm just being diligent. I'm just, I'm putting in the effort. I'm doing the work, And the universe, God, whoever is trying to be like, yeah. But hold on though. There's something else you don't know. There's some other stuff going on that can contribute to what it is that you're willing to put into it. So when we have those moments where we feel like we're literally like banging our head up against the wall, sometimes that's a sign that like, chill out, because maybe there's actually a demo team coming to bulldoze the wall, and you don't have to do all that. Lady Leo's been so upset at myself for the delays of starting a website for my business. Ooh, don't do like me. Don't do like me. If you feel, if there's this inexplicable thing where it's like somehow, and I'm not talking about procrastination. I'm not talking about being lazy. When I'm talking about with my website, every single week, I will put it on my to-do list. And every single week, I would make an honest attempt to do it. And every single week, other truly more important things would come up for me to have to focus on. So it wasn't like I was like sitting on the couch and just not doing it. I was making an honest effort to get to it, and yet somehow I could just not ever carve out the right amount of time or find the right designer or all for a reason. And yes, always easier said than done. Tater tots. 99% of the things that I say in these readings are easier said than done, because they're messages from Spirit telling us what we should be doing, or need to be doing, or should at least be considering doing, or what have you. And that is not always, it's rarely easy. If it was easy, we'd be doing it. And Chantal, hey Chantal, I resonated with the reading of home, but not only as a physical place, but internal feeling of home that needs to be expressed externally. Ooh. Okay, deep. That just got deep. Wow. I love that. Wow. Yeah. Physical home, was where I was at, but absolutely home internally that needs to be expressed, being at home with oneself and all of that. I love that. That's beautiful. Everything happens for a reason. I do, corny and cliche as that might sound, I do not believe in coincidences. I really don't. And I'm just getting better at paying more attention to those things and not writing them off as just like, oh, I just got too busy this week. It's like, okay, well, you get busy every week, and yet you're still able to accomplish certain things. So like, why is this so difficult? Could this blockage be something more than just coincidence? So as we get into the weekend, I like what I see, because this feeling of moving out of that sense of loss is echoed with the Three of Swords. So these come together as we move beyond the new moon, of you beginning to realize, definitely as a result of this information that you get, beginning to, not beginning to, because it's like you already feel it, but just, just one more confirmation along the road that that the delays that you've been having are not losses, that they are not signs, that they are not bad signs, that they are not signs of things not working out, but rather that they are a part of perhaps something bigger going on that you need to, pay a little bit more attention to, or be a little bit more open to. I'm almost surprised that the Surrender Oracle card didn't come up, but we have, to be patient with, but to kind of trust that there's more going on. Literally, there's more here than what meets the eye, So you're going to have to be patient, even though you can't really see everything that is unfolding on your behalf. Getting this news, especially after getting this news, after hearing this reading, is definitely going to help you to be like, oh, okay, now I get it. This delay is not because I don't have enough. It's not because I'm not, things aren't working out for me, or this isn't the right path, or I should be going a different direction, or any of that stuff. Now I'm easing out of that sense of like, kind of like loss, despair, anxiety, stress, moving out of that into literally like, hallelujah moment, it's like, yes. As we get into the Sunday card, we have the Judgment card, and I love in this deck, it's very, somebody said deep water moment, very deep water moment, very much picking up the new moon Cancer energy, starting fresh emotionally about the situation, realizing that this sense of despair and loss, sadness, frustration, all that stuff, that is not where you need to be. That even though perhaps in the material you don't yet have things quite ironed out the way that you want, or you haven't executed the vision that you ultimately want, that there is a divine element to what may have previously felt like roadblocks. So Lady Leo says, I'm trying to move and I keep running into roadblocks. So really the message here is to reevaluate that and reconsider whether or not those are really roadblocks in the negative sense, or are they attempts to get you to slow down, be patient, and wait for this better information, this new information that could be coming to you this week, right? So we've been thinking about it as roadblocks. This is roadblocks. In the upright, this is roadblocks. This is roadblocks. This is Heartbreak Hotel. This is bad news. This is not working. Chantal, roadblocks equals divine intervention. In this case, yes. Not always. Sometimes a roadblock is a blockage that needs to be cleared. You need to work on that and all that. But that's not the message this week. The message this week is those roadblocks, not so much. They are attempts to get you to slow down and wait for better information. Patience is the message. Wait for that news. That's what's been keeping you from acting too hastily. So I think that's good news. I hope that's good news, because that means if you have been struggling through delays, or there are projects or things that you wanted to get started on, and you're maybe feeling like, damn, I wanted to start the new moon with the manifestation And I'm not even going to be able to get ready then. I'm not even going to be ready on Friday. Like, I don't know when I'm going to be ready to do this. I don't know when I'm going to get the time to start this thing. Patience. Those delays may not be roadblocks. And again, this only really would apply if you were actively working on those things. So if you're saying, I'm trying to move and keep running into roadblocks, if you're just like sitting on the couch, not looking for anything, not doing anything, those are not roadblocks per se, things like that. But if you have been actively trying to move, looking for a new place, making arrangements, all of that stuff, and there just seems to be an inexplicable list of things that just keep popping up to make it not happen, I would certainly say that this message is for you, and to be open to potentially receiving a message as early as this week that could help you understand better why you needed to wait, or why those previous properties or what have you did not pan out. So comforting even. Yeah, for sure. I agree. I would say comforting as well. All right. So y'all know what time it is. It's time for the support card. How can we be patient and wait for this news? How can we plan for our future projects without stressing about them, without freaking out or being anxious? How can we be okay with waiting and taking our time? The moon in reverse as well. The moon is a card of not having as much information as we need. Okay, we would definitely want a lot more illumination than that if we're making a big decision like a new career or moving or something like that, changing our homes. So definitely you do not have all of the information that you need to make the best choice. And this quote unquote delay or these roadblocks is actually really a good thing. So what card, what deck can help to support us either find patience, be open for those messages. Oh, sorry guys, it's like firework time. Freaking hate them. I don't know if you guys live in cities and you have this issue. Summertime is firework time, but obviously because yesterday was the 4th of July, it's like going crazy, you know? Oh wait, what's going on? Oh, thanks guys. Thank you, Amethyst Moon, right? Yo, gross. I know. I'm trying to read these comments. I will find a place that I like, and when I go look at the place, they no longer have openings or it's not what I expected. Yeah, okay. So if you have been moving forward and you've been putting your effort and energy in, it's not a procrastination thing, laziness thing, definitely this message is for you. Patience. There is better news on the horizon that looks like it may come up on Wednesday or Thursday of this week. So be ready for that to maybe be a little bit more clear about why those other locations did not work out. Okay. All the time. It's like that here. Was it buy one get? I know. I'm like, I don't know what fireworks cost, but I just could not sink money into what these people are doing. Obviously, yesterday was the 4th, which is not a holiday in this house, but everybody had their fireworks going. It was absolutely crazy, and I just hate it. I think it's stupid. No offense to you if you like fireworks. Yeah, and I have been to fireworks shows, like put on productions, such as the Martha's Vineyard Fireworks Show. The Oakland Fire Department puts on a beautiful show at the end of the summer. It is nice. It is sectioned off. You go and you sit down like human beings and you watch the display that is being put on for you. And that is fine. I think that is lovely. I think backyard fireworks, like just putting off fireworks as a person, I don't get it personally. I think it's something that carries on from like our Neanderthal days where we're just like, oh, fire, blah. Because otherwise I totally don't get it. and people just can't seem to get enough. It gives my cat extreme anxiety, PTSD. She has a UTI right now because of it. And yeah, not a fan. But anyway, so sorry for the noise. Not a fan. Not a holiday in this house. Yeah, and I thought they were illegal too, but no, not around here. And where do you get them? I don't even know where you get them. I thought they were completely illegal in New York. They don't sell them anywhere, so I don't even know. But it's ridiculous. Yes, the fur babies really suffer. It is ridiculous. She has no idea what was going on. Joe and I felt so bad on 4th of July, like in the afternoon, because she's just like laying calmly on the couch, just enjoying her day. And I'm like, you have no idea that today is the firework holiday of the summer. Like she had no idea what was coming. And so, of course, we did not see her at all last night because she was hiding the entire night. Really sucks. And sometimes we don't know if it's gunshots, but they're legal on the holidays. That's a thing. Like they become legal on a holiday. I don't know. I think it's silly. I think it's kind of immature. I don't get it personally. So, but I'm probably really biased because I just see what it does to my cat. So that makes me extra not like them. But anywho, back to the readings. We still have one more card to pull. We have the support card to pull. So I explained what the support card is at the beginning, but if you came in after that, in addition to the tarot and oracle cards that we pull to get our message for the reading, we also look for a place where we can find support to help us through what's coming up in the week, whether that be an herb that we can maybe drink as tea or do crafts with to help us connect to a certain energy, or perhaps it is a spell from the spells deck to help us come up with like a ritual or something to do to embody the energy of the week. We've gotten these really cool decks, and it makes sense to kind of leave it up to you guys to choose. So I leave it up to you guys to choose. Right now, it looks like the Words as Wands deck is in the lead, a slight lead with 32%. So it looks like people want to work some spells and rituals. We haven't, because we've been having eclipses. And though that is a time where people usually, recommend that you not work magic. And so we're out of eclipse season. So I see you guys are itching to like cast some spells or do some rituals. Yeah, literally lighting your money on fire. Literally. Here's my money. Kabloom. Don't get it. Don't get it. And all the fireworks shows I've ever been to have been free. So. But I am going to give you guys another second to vote for people who did not get to vote already or who are just familiarizing themselves with what is going on. Based on the vote, that is the card that we will pull. That's the support that we will ask Spirit for the week. I'll give it like I need vote music. And I put in parentheses next to each deck, like kind of what the energy of the deck is, in case you have no idea what the deck is. Ooh, okay. Words as Wands went down a slight bit, but I'm concerned, you guys, because it's really close. It's 28, 28, 31. And I know when I click the end poll button, it's gonna like switch it up on me because it always says that. Mom never let us celebrate the 4th. Good on you. Good on you. My family back in the day used to do 4th of July picnics in Central Park where they used to let you grill. I don't think they let you grill in Central Park anymore. But back in the day you could, and we used to do it, but it wasn't really, it was just a barbecue. It was just an excuse for a barbecue. It wasn't like it was a very patriotic moment. Though, to be clear, and I'll be clear about this, I am a patriot. I'm absolutely a patriot, and I love this country. And I believe that we can become the vision that we lie and tell people that we are. I believe that we can do it. We can actually be that. And I absolutely love this country, but I can't indulge in a holiday designed to celebrate the independence of the American citizen, knowing that that did not and does not ring true for so many. So that's my personal thing, but I'm a patriot and I dare you to tell me I'm not. I love America. Okay. All right. All right. I'm going to end the poll, guys. It looks like Words as Wands is winning. Let's see what this thing says when I actually hit end poll. But it looks like Words as Wands did that. Okay. Ready? Click end poll. Let's see if she's still the winner. Yep, 32%. It still changed some other stuff, but that's okay. 32%. Eddie, the same thing. The same thing happened to me when Mariah said that. I was like, oh, like ancestor money. And I was like, oh, no. You mean like, yes, wasting your money. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Burning money is definitely a practice. There is money made specifically for it called ancestor money. It's a practice that has found its way into my practice. And my ancestors seem to be quite happy about it. So now I have to keep doing it. But yeah, it's the practice of burning money as an offering up of energy to the ancestors. And it's a practice that comes primarily from Asia, but has found its way into like modern manifestations of the ATRs and other ancestral venerating practices, traditions. Oh, hell yeah, absolutely. I would absolutely burn both my ancestor money and my real actual money before I bought fireworks. Yes. Facts. That's what's in the prosperity soap. That's one of the things in the prosperity soap. Yes. There's several types of currency in the prosperity soap. There is real, American U.S. dollars, dollar bills, y'all, of various denominations. Depends on like what I'm doing, what my prayers are doing, what I'm working with. There's typically some foreign money, you know what I'm saying? Because I want my people to have that foreign. You know what I'm saying? Why just stop at the American dollar? I want you guys to go overseas. You know what I'm saying? Get yourself a foreign card. You know what I'm saying? Travel internationally. Okay? So I put foreign money. I put ancestor money because I want you to be rich on the other side as well. So we got that energy money. And then there's real 24 karat gold flake in the top. So I want you to have that mineral money because this paper money may not be worth anything one day. But I'm pretty sure we're going to find value in gold. So I put some of that gold, real gold up in there. Okay? Oh, thank you. Yes, the prosperity soap is a minty, cucumber minty fragrance I go for. You know what I'm saying? Mint is all about that prosperity. Yes, I like that song. I want to write that down in my prayer book. I want to write that down in my prayer book. I wrote the, the money mantra from King Suno Rune, I think it's his name. Ching, ching, ching goes the money tree. I wrote that in my prayer book. Yes, I did. I wrote that in my prayer book. I was like, this is gold. This is gold. This is not just for the internet. This is a very good, wonderful prayer, affirmation, mantra, whatever you want to call it, but this is good. I wrote that down in my prayer book. And I want to do that one too, because I feel like that one also, you know what I'm saying? You're finishing your white bath, soap, and then either prosperity or health and healing. Personally, since you're moving, I would say hit up that prosperity, because when you move, you always have like hidden expenses and things that you weren't expecting. And if you're feeling good and your body's in good shape, I would maybe save the health and healing until you're feeling kind of achy. Let that Cuban tobacco soothe your muscles. That eucalyptus clear your congestion, That's what I would do. You didn't ask. Yes. All right. Oh no, my battery's gonna die. Babe. Where'd it go? Okay, I'm gonna try to finish this for my battery dies. All right, so we are pulling a last card from the Words as One Spells deck to help support us. He's stoned, he won't hear you. I know, right? He went and smoked and then went back to the room, probably knocked you out. God damn it. All right. Okay, so the cards are, just words, so not much to see. I just put smoking cigs. Would you still suggest your smokes? Absolutely. There's no tobacco in any of my cigarettes. Well, they're not cigarettes. They're herbal smokes. And one of my blends, Gasamai, is actually designed to help you quit smoking, whether that be cigarettes or marijuana. That word that YouTube won't let me say. It's actually designed to help you to quit that. So look into Skasamai. Oh, there goes Mariah. She got you. All right. So we are working with Spirit this week. So if you guys have your pens ready, I'm going to give you the incantation. It's very short. So first I'll give you the incantation and then the instructions. And if the battery does die and I cut out, I will post about it down in the community tab. Okay. The incantation is, in the mirror, I can see all I need flocks to me. In the mirror, I can see all I need flocks to me. So this mirror gazing spell is quite useful during visualization, meditation, daydreaming, or lucid dreaming. The new moon is a powerful time for this ritual. So there you go. Plant the seeds you wish to nourish at the start of the moon cycle by meditating on what you wish to manifest in the mirror. This ritual is especially empowering during a candlelit bath as you get ready for the day, or with a handheld mirror while relaxing before bed. Mariah June coming through with the quote, in the mirror I can see all I need flocks to me. If you need it, she's got it down below. And the instructions tell us that this is a good new moon ritual, as we would expect. This is going to help us with that manifesting that we have been maybe stressed out, that we haven't gotten started on yet, or that we haven't been able to make happen yet. This is going to allow us, first we get the news of why we needed to wait. Then we're able to take this new moon energy and manifest that thing that has been delayed or been struggling to get to. Okay, so that's what we're doing this week. That news is coming to us like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I encourage you to do this ritual. Take that new moon energy. For those of you who said you've been having trouble finding a home or making a move or what have you, take that new moon energy and do this ritual to now be able to plant and grow a seed with that new information that you have. We're doing this with a mirror. At the start of the moon cycle, meditate on what you wish to manifest in the mirror. It's especially empowering if you do it in a candlelit bath, either as you get ready for the day or with a handheld mirror right before going to bed. Okay, so the new moon this week is at night. It's at 9:16 p.m. So it might be great to use that energy and maybe do a bath of some kind, and get into bed and do the mirror manifestation. Say the incantation in the mirror. I can see all I need flocks to me. And meditate on the thing that you have been struggling to manifest. And yeah, let yourself dream about it, visualize it, see what you need to navigate forward, especially now that you've gotten that news, that info. Okay? Can you do this during a bath at night? I would certainly think so. All right, guys, so I don't want the battery to die and us to have any like technical difficulty with saving this or anything like that. So I am going to end this stream before the computer kapoots. Okay? Absolutely. Mwah. Love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Please leave a like if you enjoyed this on your way out. Come back and comment later in the week if this message shows up for you. Tell me what this message is. What was this news? What did you need to learn to make it all make sense? Make it make sense. Yeah, so do all that good stuff. Go to bronxwitch.com. Watch the beginning of this video for all the announcements. And thank you guys for being here. And have a great week. I'm going to go live with the members. So join membership. Okay? Bye. Blessed be.